we're back, AdventureBlur here, with a pretty amazing video. This video is the channel's 100th video, which is really surreal to think about. I never thought when I started this channel, I would ever reach 100 videos, or 2,000 subscribers, or any of this stuff. So it's pretty amazing. To celebrate this, I decided to just do a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Twitter and YouTube, and I got some good questions to answer. So let's have some fun and let's get started. First off, I'm going over my Twitter questions, which is only just one, but it's a good one. From my friend John B, he has his own podcast, if you don't know about it. I will link it in the description, his channel and Twitter. He's amazing, he's awesome, his podcast is amazing. But his question is, what is my favorite video I've ever made so far? And when is the Yoshi Rap album releasing? The Yoshi Rap album's a joke I made in I think it was the Super Smash Bros. Looking back at video. Yeah, it was from that one. I made a joke about Yoshi having his own rap album because of the Ultimate commercial, which is still hilarious. But for that one, I'm thinking about making a parody video in next April Fool's Day of the quote-unquote Yoshi Rap album. I don't know if I'll do it or not, but that's an idea I have. It's just doing that as an April Fool's Day joke, so maybe April 1st of 2021. Now for the second and big part of the question, my favorite video I ever made. That's a tough one, because there's been a lot of videos I've really enjoyed. I really enjoyed doing the second and third weird Kirby commercials videos. My Should Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 Be Remastered video I really enjoyed making. That one's an old one, but I think has aged pretty well. There's a lot I enjoyed that I really had fun. But I think my favorite is my Star Wars Battlefront 2 in Only One Life video. It's such a stupid video, but it was so much fun to make. Because if you know me, you know I am a big Star Wars fan, especially of the prequel era. The prequel trilogies, one of my favorite trilogies of all time. I love those movies, the books that take place in that era, the world, all of it. So, doing the Clone Wars campaign of the original Battlefront 2, which is already one of the best campaigns of any game, and then throwing in this crazy twist of, okay, if I die, I have to start the level over again. It was just fun. The script was so easy to write, the jokes just came so naturally. There was a lot of obscure Star Wars jokes I got to make in it. It was just a blast to make, and it's one that it never did good. The video, I don't even think it's hit 100 views yet, but it's still one of my favorite ones to make. So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out, because it is amazing. And I'm not kidding, it's probably my favorite one ever. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top that video when it comes to just having good old-fashioned fun making a video. Now on to YouTube questions, which is where a bulk of the questions I've gotten are from. So thank you guys that, gave me questions here. We're starting off with this one just because I love the username. Where's the cheese? Asked, what's my favorite Kirby ad and why is it the mass attack with fist bump ad? That's because Evil Tree. That ad, I think has unintentionally defined my channel, because I found that commercial for the weird Kirby's commercial video however many years ago. It's been what, almost 2 years now? I found it and I was okay, this is going to be a fun one to just goof off with. And then the video blew up, and that was one of the big reasons why, was that commercial. So I owe a lot to that commercial. So yeah, it would probably be one of my favorite Kirby commercials. Though honestly, the one it's from the same video. It's the one with the test dummies. I also love that commercial. And I love the one, it's from the last Kirby commercials video. Weird Kirby Commercials 3. It might be the last commercial on it. It's the one where it's the guy doing the interview with Kirby, and Kirby's the balloon. I love that one as well. So yeah, it's in the top 3 of Kirby commercials for a reason. Always look out for evil trees, because when you're by yourself, you're in trouble. But if there are 10 of you, 10 is better than 1. Together we can show the world what we can do. Next, from Rapo Girl 13, I think it's Rapo Girl, Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think I'm saying it correctly though. So we're gonna go with that. What is my favorite game of all time and why? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I know it has its critics. And it has its issues. I will not deny it. It does have a lot of glitches. Some of it just hasn't aged as good as other parts. But it's a game I can sort of just get into so easily that I just can't help but love it. It's basically, I would consider it the game that made me a gamer. Because before that I played like, you know, the Animal Crossings, the Mario, you know, the usual GameCube and 64 stuff, you know, Mario Kart, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Like I had my fair share of gaming growing up. But Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, game that as a kid on the GameCube, was really what made me a gamer. It was such a mind-blowing game because like as a kid I never played anything like it. You know, it throws you straight into the action. I felt immersed in the world of the game. And then you had the Chow, which was just amazing. An amazing soundtrack that still... People praise the Adventure game's soundtracks, but even then, they don't give enough credit to Adventure 2's, like, more obscure songs. Like, the Omo Chow theme, no one talks about that song, and it's one of the best songs from, like, any game. There's just a lot to love in that game. I think that for every, like, bad thing or just okay part of the game, there's, like, 5 amazing aspects. So it's my favorite one. It's not the best game of all time. It's not perfect. It's unfiltered fun. There's nothing crazy. It's not trying to win any awards. It's just trying to be fun, and that's what it was, and that's what it still is. So yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Next question from none other than G10 Next Level. Amazing YouTuber, amazing person. Another person I'm going to link in the description because he's just awesome. If you like Sega and retro gaming, his channel is the one for you. He asks, what other mascot style character do I think needs to make a comeback right now? Or is my favorite outside of Sonic and Kirby and stuff like that? I have 3 options I can think of off the top of my head. One of them I'm not sure counts as a mascot style, but I'm gonna get to that. But first off, Knights. I'm not sure if Knights counts as a mascot character just because it's kind of not as a series, but also it was meant to be for the Saturn, so I'm counting it. But Knights is such an amazing game and experience, and there's only 2 games in the series, outside of like the Tiger Electronics game, if you count that, and also the Christmas demo. I feel like Knights needs to make a major comeback because it's such a cool concept. You know, turning dreams and making them into a flight game, a flight platformer shouldn't work, but it does. I feel like it was the height of like weird Sonic Team kind of going away from Sonic and doing something weird and unique, but also keeping that charm they kind of were known for in the 90s. And even the 2000s, I feel like Journey of Dreams is very underrated. Such an amazing series that I just think would work so well nowadays. Like Journey of Dreams, I've talked about it before, but I feel like would work better. I feel like would work a lot better with a different control scheme other than the Wii Remote. And nowadays, I just think one Joy-Con for Knights. It would work so well nowadays. I would love to see Sega bring back Knights, and I think that now is the time. It feels like it would fit so well, and it's such a cool concept. There's so much you can do with it. It's all in dreams, so basically you can do whatever you want and get away with it. So I would love to see Knights come back. Outside of Knights, my other 2 options would be Croc from like the PlayStation 1 days and Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper in particular. That series deserved better. It's such a fun series, but so few people talk about it. I can only think of maybe 2 YouTubers that really talk about the series, and even then, like, you only have 4 games, one of which ends on a cliffhanger, so the series doesn't have a conclusion, and it's fun. It's such a cool twist on platformers, it being a stealth platformer, but it worked so well. It was so much fun to play. I really think they should bring it back. I know Sucker Punch doesn't care anymore, and I can't remember the name of the company. They also did Sonic Boom. the one that did Thieves in Time. They sound like they're still interested in doing the series, but Sony won't give them the rights or something. I just don't see the series coming back anytime soon, but I also really, really want the series to come back. Now, Croc, I don't really have much to say. I've only played the first game on the original PlayStation. There's not too much to say outside of I just see potential. We have all these new mascots coming back, especially old 90s ones, and it just feels like Croc would really be a good one to bring back. That they could really reinvent it. I mean, it was originally meant to be a Yoshi game. I mean, you have basically an unofficial Yoshi platformer, and they're doing nothing with it. It just seems like a shame to just leave the series to just collect dust. I think that they could do something with it. Some sort of reboot would work really well. The only thing that would really need to be changed is the controls. They're really hard to get used to on the original PlayStation, but outside of that, I think the levels of being like shorter, simpler platforming levels would be a lot of fun to kind of have nowadays. Not everything has to be these large-scale Mario Odyssey open world games. Sometimes we just need fun little shorter platforming levels, and I feel like Croc could deliver that. So yeah, I would have to say Nights in the Dreams, Sly Cooper, and Croc. And finally, we have a question from Ouija. Also love the name of that. That's a great name. Will I exist? Yes. I mean, the video is going to exist. I'm assuming this is going to go up, and if so, you guys would have seen it and know that I exist and the video exists. Unless this doesn't go up, then it wouldn't exist. But my channel exists, and I exist because I made the channel. Do you exist? Anyways, that's all the questions I have. Thank you so much for watching this video and watching everything so far. Thank you to everyone who has, gave me a question for this video and have congratulated me and being a part of the journey. I feel like how could I have gone to 100 videos without any of you guys? Thank you for being a part of this journey so far. And here's to the next 100. Let's make them good. So, again, as I always say, this is AdventureBlur, and I will see you next time. And thank you guys for watching.